A 25-year-old Indian-Canadian guy just went viral for saying that he's done with Canada. He's got a tech job, a house, a Canadian passport, but still miserable. He's been back to India 10 times since 2021, and every single time, he says it feels like home, not just more familiar, but he feels alive, like the version of himself he left behind got reactivated. Growing up, Western everything was better. Australian beef was more expensive and Barbie dolls were status symbols. So it was deeply programmed in me to believe that success meant learning English and moving west. When I left China for North America in 2011, I thought I was upgrading my entire life. Instead, I missed an entire decade of China's tech boom and traded it for being treated like a second-class citizen. When I moved back to Asia from Canada in 2017, I realized that the continent was no longer the same as the one I left for a better future. The GDP of China and India was growing at 6 to 7% year over year, with Asia growing at the fastest pace in the entire world. Whereas in contrast, from 2014 to 2024, Canada's real GDP per capita grew only about 1.1% in total. On top of that, a country like Singapore is constantly ranked as one of the richest countries in the world. So why being second class in the West when you can be first class at home? This isn't just one guy's story. Successful overseas Chinese, Indians, Koreans are reverse migrating en masse. The crush haunting us was all this struggle for this: isolation, endless hustle, cold weather, and no family. We were told the West meant success, but for many of us, it came with an invisible cost: cultural rootlessness, emotional numbness, a constant itch that we can't name. On top of that, even the economic advantage is becoming harder to justify. The West sells us a dream of meritocracy, but the seating is invisible. You can't be the best engineer, doctor, or entrepreneur, but you will always be the diverse hire in their success story. The question isn't whether you can make it in the West, it's whether you want to spend your life proving you deserve to be there. I'm not saying everywhere in Asia is perfect or the West is terrible. Every place has trade-offs. But here's what I realized. It is a myth to be fixated on the West as the only path to success. What's your experience, West versus Asia? Tell me the pros and cons you have experienced.